Do you think it matters to the voters that Donald Trump is a convicted felon, or is that irrelevant for his presidency?
I think it's irrelevant to the presidency, but I think it's actually going to be a sticking point for Democrats because, of course, what we've been seeing, especially with the transition with Pam Bondi or Matt Gaetz when he was initially the AG nominee, was that they were saying, oh, Donald Trump is going to weaponize this Justice Department. When now we're seeing, I think, especially because there was a conviction, but he's not serving jail time, there's really no penalty. It's very easy for Republicans to say, this was just a show trial. This is purely persecution via political prosecution. So I think that this gives Republicans by no means should be using the Justice Department or any sort of judicial system for retribution. And I don't think that they will. But I think that even if there was an appearance of that, it gives them some sort of cover because the Democrats have done this so blatantly across the board. I mean, just anecdotally, I know a lot of self-proclaimed never Trumpers who, after, I mean, a number of these trials, but in particular, Mark, to your point, that this one, the New York case, really seemed to have no teeth to it. Really was a bookkeeping offense, a bookkeeping trial, and I think it made people really feel like Donald Trump isn't paranoid if people are really coming after you. So I think that that was a bad decision for Merchan. And I think that one of the least covered pieces of this was how that they actually reached the conviction, which was Merchan, his instructions to the jury was that the jury just had to each individually agree that Donald Trump committed an underlying crime, but they all didn't have to agree on what that underlying crime was. So four, and four could disagree on what that crime was, but that would still be unanimous. And so it made the odds of a conviction much higher. And I think that that sets a really bad precedent. I'm sure that has been used before, and folks on this who are lawyers will probably could probably give a better explanation. But I do think that that's a dangerous precedent to set.